Everyone, I hope you're all doing really well and happy. It will be when you're watching this. It will be December. I'm so excited for this vlog. I have got my coffee in a Christmas mug and I've got my Christmas candle on and I've got my favorite cozy set on. So let's decorate for Christmas. Last week I showed you the toffee nut syrup that I bought for my coffees at home. Well, I just wanted to make it look all cute, and also the big bottle it's not very practical because when you pour it in, it's really hard to gauge how much to put in. So I bought this little cute bottle. Look how cute this is. I had seen these all over online. So I bought these bottles. They actually came in a pack of 2. I just got them from Amazon. I went with silver. You know gold's my fave, but in our kitchen, all of our taps and everything is silver. So I kept silver to kind of match all of that in. And then they actually came with stickers as well. But luckily there was actually a toffee. I mean, this is toffee nut, so it's close enough. We need to crack on because we have got Christmas decorating to do. The plan of action today is to do the kitchen. I've got some big fresh stems of conifer. I actually got them last year as well from my parents' garden, and I asked for more this year because they're really nice to put in big vases. I love like the deep green of them, and they're such a nice texture as well. And also I use them to make my little, I made them last year. What are they called? Are they called swag? I feel like that's such a weird word for them, but you know the little like, you'll see them in the video, but I put them on top of my mirrors last year and I made those. I've actually already had a go at making them this year, so you'll see those later in the video. So today we're gonna do kitchen, living room, tree, and the staircase garland. You know, I love changing up the shelves in the different seasons, and doing my Christmas shelves is something I have just loved for years. This is actually our 6th Christmas in this house. I cannot believe that, like the time's just gone so quick. And I'm using loads of the decorations we've had for years, but I have got a few new little bits and bobs here and there which you probably saw in last week's vlog. Whilst we're in the kitchen, I'm gonna start with decorating in here, so let's get festive.
The city is covered in snow.
I don't know what's happening this year, but it's just not working. Last year this worked so well, and actually let me just show you this picture on my phone. This was from last year. Can you see the vase here? The stems are more straight. Maybe that's what the problem is, because these are quite bendy. I can't remember how I did it last year. I'm actually thinking of just taking all of this out, and then I'm thinking perhaps it's better to tie the stems and then put it in. What I did do is I sellotaped in like a grid across the top of the vase so that I could poke each branch in, but I think they're too floppy. I've taken it all out and I'm just going to try and lay it out in my hand how I'd like it, like if you was making a bouquet, and then I'm going to tie the bottom and then put it in. I feel like that could work better. I've just driven to a little spot where I have actually been eyeing up the conifer because I think it's that I haven't got enough, and these stems look a bit straighter. So let's cut a few more pieces and hope for the best.
It's 8 p.m. I'm out alone, not worried about a hand to hold.
I think this has worked so much better, and this is much more of the vision of what I had. I'm so glad I found some different one. This is a lot coarser. Like the one I had before is really like soft, but it's a bit floppy. This is more coarser and more like stands up straighter.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close.
The next job is going to be the fireplace. I'm going to put my garland on here. I actually loved how I did it last year. I'm going to put a photo on last year, and I'm pretty much going to do the same because I really loved it. I just need to have a clean up, dust this, and then we can get cracking. These are all the pieces to go on my mantle. These stockings, these are from Sewn London, and this is going to be my third Christmas with these. I've got my little houses from last year. I put a couple of those in last year. Gold candlesticks. These are a few years old from H&M. And then the little mirror swag that I was telling you about. I just find that word so weird. Can we find another word for it, please? But yeah, I've made this to go on top of the mirror. So I'm actually going to pop in now how I made that, and then we can get on with the fireplace. To be attaching the garland. These are from Command. I got them a few years ago. They're called cable bundles. I found these are the best way to hold on garlands, and then you need these as well, the Command strips. When I first bought these, they came with these, but now I just need to buy the refill sticky strips. So I'm just gonna have a play around, get this into position, and get this on. To put a big bow on the top here. So this has just taken me so long to make a ribbon and make a bow with velvet ribbon. Velvet ribbon and bows, unless you are like a professional bow maker, it's so hard because the other side always wants to show. But I've made a quite standard bow there, nothing special. I tried so many different tutorials on TikTok, can't do it. And then I've just put a little bit of floristry wire tucked in the back so then I can put it on. I think I'm gonna go about, does that look about right there? cylinder vases from IKEA. I've had them for a while, but they've actually been away in a cupboard. But I thought maybe they would be nice to put on the front here. Whilst I'm doing all the decorations, Bertie's just living the life of Riley, just chilling. He's got his head on the blanket, he's in the sun. Okay, time to work on these shelves now. I've taken off all the bits I want to and kept on what was already on there. That's gonna stay. So now I'm just gonna add the Christmassy bits.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow failed. I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not gonna wait and right around the mistletoe. I'm gonna let my feelings show.
I love this. I'm so happy with this. This is the wooden tree that you saw in last week's vlog, and then the rest of the stuff is actually bits that I've had from previous years or that were already around the house that I've just had a little shuffle about. And this was my vision. It just wasn't working with the original stems that I had. They were too floppy, but these are a lot more rigid, I guess, and they're straighter as well. And I love it. It feels such a big gap. Like this gap here is quite big at the bottom, and I need some big things to fill it. So I just think this works so well. Okay, I think that is it. This side of the room is finished. This always takes me such a long time because there's so much like playing around with all of the different things on the shelf to get the balance right. I'm always faffing with these shelves, so I'm actually happy how that is looking, and I'm going to leave that there. Next job is the tree. As you saw in last week's vlog, it is already up. We've had this tree for a good few years now. I actually bought it on the Black Friday sales years ago, and it's been amazing. The pre-lit tree is such a game changer. I absolutely hated putting the lights on. I found it so stressful and not enjoyable one bit. So having a pre-lit tree is like the dream. And actually having an artificial tree is actually so much easier. So this is the Balsam Hill green Canadian spruce, I think it's called. I'll link exactly the one we've got below. You do have to spend quite a long time opening out all of the branches and really spreading it out, but that is so worth it because I think it looks so much better. I'm really happy with this tree. I love it so much. I'm so glad we got this one. I actually got this on Black Friday sale a few years ago. Anyway, so my job now is to do the tree and the garlands up the stairs. I've got so many candles on and I've been so busy on the go. I'm so hot. I've actually had to open the windows. I've got my box of tree decorations here. I'm just gonna go through and see which ones I'm going to put on. I haven't bought any new tree decorations this year. The only new things that I've bought for the tree this year is some ribbon. As you've probably seen through the rest of the decorations, I'm adding more brown tones into this year's decoration. I actually have got some brown ribbon as well, but I think I'm gonna do cream ribbon on the tree because I think it just stands out more. I had ordered some cream velvet ribbon, which is beautiful, but oh my gosh, as I said earlier, trying to tie a nice bow with velvet ribbon is so difficult. As I was saying, as you do it, it just at the back always shows through. Anyway, so I thought that's just gonna be a nightmare for tying lots of bows on the tree. So I got some satin one and I've had a little play around and it is so much easier. So I'm gonna have some cream satin bows I actually got some brown baubles last year that I never ended up using, so I'm going to implement those with the brown tones. I've got quite a lot of baubles here. I think I'm going to keep it fairly simple with just cream bows, some brown baubles, and also some cream baubles. I'm not actually sure. Oh wow, I got these. I remember these from last year. These are stunning. Before I've had lots of different baubles, but this year I just actually want to keep it a little bit more simple. I actually don't know what other baubles I'm going to do. I've been so focused on organising stuff for the shelves that I haven't really thought about what baubles I'm going to put on the tree. One that I definitely am going to be putting on the tree, and I got this as a little gift, which is so cute. It's a little ring with 2024 on for our engagement. So I'll be popping that on. We've also got Bertie's little ornament that will be going on. And we also have these special ones, which you might recognise if you have seen our Decorate With Me videos. A little one just to remember my uncle and Tom's uncle as well. We lost them both around Christmas. We actually lost my uncle. It will actually be 3 years this Christmas. So yeah, I love having these on the tree, and I can't look at those without crying. I've got the little mini paper ones as well from H&M, so I might pop those on as well because they are really cute. I've got loads of gorgeous baubles that I'll keep for next year. These are the ones that I usually use, but I'm just not actually going to pop these on this year. I'm just going to change it up a little bit this year. This decorating, I thought it would just take a few hours. It's taken over days. I've been doing this for days. I have just thought of the exact thing I need to get me through the last of this decorating. My favourite thing ever. Crispy, cold, just crisp, best thing ever. Now all of the shelves and everywhere looks beautiful, but on the floor in all of the other places that I haven't shown you, there is stuff everywhere. That's why I'm actually really keen to get the tree and staircase finished tonight, because then I can just get everything packed away and clean everything away and actually just feel fresh, because this last week I've had stuff everywhere. The ribbon that I had to play around with was just the right length, and that was 31 inches. I'm just going to cut some of the ribbon so I can just go ahead and start putting the bows on. I'm going to start with the bows, pop those on, spread those out, and then in the gaps I can put any of the baubles on as well.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle.
Hello everyone, welcome back to day 2 of Christmas decorating. So we had such a good productive day yesterday, really got the bulk of it done. So I left you yesterday whilst I was decorating this tree. I was just going back and forth with the bows. It was too many bows, then it wasn't enough bows. Literally I was adding them, taking them off, adding them, taking them off. Anyway, I then thought I didn't want to use the brown baubles, but I finished it last night and I'm actually so happy with how it turned out. We've also done the stair garland as well. When Tom got home last night, he helped me do that because it kind of is a 2-person job. In previous years, I'd actually just run it like straight up the stair banister, but I wanted to do the drop on it this year, and it was just so much easier with 2 people.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
So let me show you what I've been doing. I've also popped a few little bits out on my console table. By the way, I get so many questions on this console table about where it's from, and Tom actually made it. We got these reclaimed scaffolding boards, and he made it. He actually made this, I'm gonna say, a couple of years ago, and we loved it so much that I actually got him to make a second one for upstairs. It's so nice because it doesn't come out too far, but it's just like a really nice little area to add on like a plain wall. Just popped some more of the conifer stems in this lovely vase. I've added a little reindeer over here. And I've got my White Company winter candle on. And even though this is the small candle, it has filled the room with their gorgeous winter scent so much. And also I've got my little spinner on the top. I don't even know where that's from. I've had that for so many years, but it actually fits this candle so perfectly. I also got a couple of Christmas prints made. I got a little sleigh. I just pop that behind there. Okay, the finished tree. So I kept the cream satin bows on. They stayed. I've actually got quite a lot of them, and then in the gaps I put some of the brown baubles I had, these paper ones as well. These were from H&M, these are Amazon. These little mini paper ones as well, they were also H&M. The satin ribbon was from Amazon as well. Usually I put a star on the top, but I've actually just gone with a ribbon this year. I'm actually so happy with how this has turned out. The cream stands out so much. It's really like eye-catching, the bows. I love them. And then we've done a double loop stair garland, and oh my gosh, I am obsessed with these bells so much. I've popped some brown bows. I put one at the bottom, and then I've put a couple of brown bows at the kind of at the joints. I've put one up there. These garlands, so this is the same one that I use on the mantle as well. These are from Tilly & Ted. These are the best garlands I have ever used. They're so nice, and these bells are also from Tilly & Ted. Having the Christmas decorations up just makes everywhere feel so cozy. I also did a little DIY with these candlesticks. I've actually got 3 of them. So they were black, they were from IKEA, and they've just been sat in the cupboard because I don't really have many black accessories out anymore. But I really like the shape of them, so I used the Rub and Buff paint and just made them kind of like an antique gold, and I'm so pleased with how they've come out. I'm actually going to pop just a little video of me doing that in here now.
Santa, the city is covered in snow tonight. Where did my love go?
This is my favourite view with the Christmas tree reflection in the mirror. All of the candles and the lights on the tree are just so twinkly, and it just feels so pretty. This is the Tilly & Ted wreath as well. Honestly, so good. I'm really impressed, and it's just hung so nice and made my life a lot easier for the decorating. These bells are the ones I actually got from Habitat at Sainsbury's. You'd have seen in a couple of vlogs ago. I've actually got a bag of things here that I just didn't use. Like, I didn't use one of the reindeers. I didn't use that little house. I've got like a board I bought for the kitchen. It was too big. This tree, another tree, this stem. So I'm actually going to get those returned this week. I've also got a bag of decorations that I'm going to drop off at the charity shop. This is so niche, but last year I had a reed diffuser, a festive scented one that I had on throughout Christmas, but come January there was still some left in it, and I didn't want to keep it out because it was really Christmassy, the scent, and I also didn't want to throw it away. So random. I emptied the jar into an empty Zuflora bottle just to save it. So now let's reuse this. I hate wasting stuff. So yeah, we can reuse this again this year. And then I dried the reed diffuser sticks out, put them in some kitchen roll, and now they can go back in as well. So if you've got a reed diffuser on the go this year, which hasn't run out by January, there is a way that you can save it for next year. I feel like that is enough decorating for one video. I still need to do the bedroom and the dining room and the dining table, and update you on our Christmas plans as well, because we're actually partly hosting, which I'm very excited for, so we can lay all the table nice together as well. So that is all still to come. Thank you so much for watching today's vlog and decorating with me. My weekly vlogs over December are going to be more Christmassy. We're going to be doing some Christmas baking. You know I love to make all of my little sweet treats, so I've got a few things like that planned as well. So there's going to be lots of festive stuff happening. But I'm going to love and leave you now. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today's video. I hope you are having a good week. Happy December. I look forward to spending these Christmas videos with you, and I will see you next week. Bye.